Hi again, guys. Katie here. And a poodle, apparently. I'm here with, I think her name might be Scarlet. I'm not really sure. I will know once she gets her face up and some clothes that actually fit her character. But yeah, I am going to do a body review today on her body. It's a hybrid. It's a Dollzone Trisha head on a Dollzone. I'm pretty sure it's the B27-004, something like that. Doll nudity, because you know, no one's ever seen a naked Barbie. So, granted, these are much more realistic. I'm not gonna take off her head because it's a pain to get the Dollzone Trisha head on and off. So I'm not taking off her head. But the body is the Dollzone USD, one of the USD bodies from Dollzone. I think it's the one the Samantha and I can't remember her name comes on. It's not the one with Candace and the wings, but here it is. Aesthetically, it's a gorgeous body. And it's even a good hybrid for this head. The head needs modded, or the neck needs modded, whichever one. I have noticed every time that this pink, they're both in pink, is a little lighter than the body, but it's not a big difference. I mean, unless you're just like really being picky. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Boop. Boop. Okay, anyway. I don't know what the head mobility would be like with the Dollzone head. I only have the Trisha head to go on. And as you can see, her head's a bit floppy. So let's move on down. Two-part torso, little chest piece right here, arms, double jointed, hands, arms, stop it. Arms do not have any kind of ledge or anything that catches it. However, when it's like this, it holds it by itself. And I'm sure if you sway, well, even like that, it's still holding it. Holding, snaps. I'm sure if you like swayed it, or hot glue swayed it, it would hold even the in-between poses. The other side's exactly the same, you know, does this, you know, all that normal stuff. Okay. Elbows, double jointed. So it looks like from the back, from the side. And if you notice, it does bulge out right there. That kind of bugs me, just as like a little nitpick of mine, but it doesn't get in the way or anything. I think this one's worse. I think this is the one that bugs me the worst, because it like really bulges out. But that's just a little nitpick of mine. Completely functional. One click. Kind of holds in between. If you swayed it, I'm sure it would hold more. But there's the first click. Second click. Goes all the way up. she can touch her face. And this girl has a very big head, so. And she's holding it a little bit in between. Once you get into the second one, I just kind of want to snaps. So, but still really good mobility, articulation, all that good stuff, and it looks pretty. I personally like how it looks anyways. And I'm sure if you sueded it, it would stick with the in-between ones. Wrist is very nice. Kind of good. Very nice. Down. Back. Side to side. Yeah. All's good there. Torso piece. Nice little mature small bust. Okay, this is her in the normal pose. Normal way. Her length a little back. Yeah, it doesn't stay. Again, maybe if you sueded it, but that's still pretty good. Yeah, in my opinion, that's pretty good of a lean. So, and it's seamless too. Very pretty, very natural looking. Okay, so leaning forward. Stop it with your big head. A little bit more. You can get her to stay all the way like that a little bit better than if the front. But that's pretty much it. See, it just snaps back if you try to go more than that. But the slouching is still no gaps. I like it. And it looks nice when she's in her clothes. Alright, moving on to the hips. Now this part is where really my only complaint. The hips, you have the hip joint. You have the mobility hip joint right there. Then you have the double knee joint. And you have the foot. Here it is. Here she's sitting. I don't have anything to sit on. Cut it, you guys. There. She sits solid. Now, because of the head, I think she does want to fall back, though, if her head's leaned back like this. But I'm pretty sure that's just because of her head. Because when it's leaned forward, she doesn't do that. So, very solid sitter and stander. There she is like that. There you go. sitting flat. And then you can prop her leg up. Stays. And same with the other one too. The head does weigh it down though, but or weigh it back rather. But she does stay. She's solid. It's just this head's kind of heavy for her. And as you can see, very nice knee. Very pretty. It's very natural. You know, as natural as the ball joint could be. That is it all the way down. There is the knee in the first click. There's the knee in the second click. And here she is sitting and slouching a little bit. Now, sitting like this with her legs underneath her, she doesn't really like to do too much. I can get her to do it sometimes, but not often, except right now. But that might be the head again, because she's doing it now after I reposition the head. So still, very solid. Her head's just huge. So, and now the feet. Foot down, foot up. Foot down, foot up. Foot side to side. I personally can't push my foot very far side to side though, so the limited side to side doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, and here she is standing. The surface is very kind of slick, so she may not want to. But she's normally a very solid stander. She just doesn't want to for me right now. She is kicky, but I haven't done anything with her since. And there she is, standing, looking pretty. So she's a solid stander. I got her the body and her to stand as soon as the body got out of the box. I think a lot of what doesn't make her stand sometimes and flop back and forth is how heavy the head is. But again, I still really like the hybrid. Really the only thing about this body that is kind of a con to me is the swivel joint right here. There's nothing to hold it in place, so it does turn like in clothes and, you know, just period. And so if you aren't aware of it and you're like trying to sit her or stand her or something, and if it's not in the right position, she won't do it. And it does that very easy. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could sway that to make it not. I don't really know. I'm not going to bother because it's not that big of a nuisance to me. It's just one of the things I thought I would, you know, mention to anyone interested in buying this body or one of the other similars. But overall, I really love this body. And I love the hybrid, even though her noggin is huge. And I apparently cannot stand dolls unless I'm facing them. So normally she does not have this much problem standing. Anyway. Love the hybrid. Love the body. As much as I love the hybrid, though, I am thinking about a different hybrid for her. Not because I dislike this one, because I do. I really love this hybrid. Just because of her character. I'm thinking about finding a bigger body. And giving this one to her sister, which is the Doll in Mine Chloe head that I have, which is on the original Doll in My Body. But I will talk about that later. But if I don't, then she's keeping this body, because I do. I love this. I love this body. I love the hybrid. Would recommend it. This needs modded, and I plan to get that modded. I don't plan on modding it, because I love this head too much to screw it up. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this body. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Nice little tummy, nice little dip, nice little hips, nice little butt, little dimples in it. Little shoulder blades right here. It's not bony, like there's no little vertebrae that you can see. So it's small but not like skinny, which is fine for her. She's not an overly skinny character. But I really love this latte. Beautiful. The hands are very cute. A little childish, but it is USD. But I've seen some MSD hands look the same, so it doesn't bother me any. But yeah, highly recommend this body. Beautiful. Its functions are beautiful. Just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah. And on that note, I will see all of you later. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.